Good afternoon, Falcon fans. We are here with three of the members of the Bowling Green State University women's golf team, head coach Stephanie Young, Susy Grunden, and Lauren Glew. And we're going to be discussing the 2010-2011 season so far and be looking forward towards the future. And Coach Young, I guess, first of all, would you like to give just kind of a synopsis of how you think the season's going so far?
Sure. Well, we started out at North Texas at World Link, hosting an event down there, and we shot well enough to finish 6th place in the field. Had two scores, 305 and 303, that were very good for our team. And from there, we went to Western Carolina and shot 294 the first round, which in both of those events were school records. We got 18, 36, and 54 hole records for an individual score as well as the team score. And the 294 was a huge breakthrough for our program as far as putting some 4 scores on the board. So.
Okay, now Lauren, you're a senior and you've seen a lot here at Bowling Green. How do you think this year's team compares to the others you've participated in?
I think ever since my freshman year, we've kind of been building to a season like this, and I think this is really what we've been working for. The team's changed a lot since my freshman year, and we have a lot more experience, a lot more tournament experience, and I think everything just kind of come together for this season. This is what me and Coach have been talking about this since my freshman year, so I think it's just really exciting to now finally be in it.
Now, with that said, of course, you and your sister Marissa are the only 2 seniors on the 8-member team. In fact, there are as many sophomores on the team as there are juniors and seniors combined. So how are you and Marissa and Paula helping out the younger players on the team who don't have quite as much experience on the tournaments?
I think they've all come from tournament backgrounds. They're all really good, like they've played competitive tournaments and they kind of knew what to expect. High school golf and their state championships, whatever. Everyone brings a different perspective, I guess, to the team. But most of it's just really been, we're all really similar, so we get along really well. So it hasn't been hard to mesh as a team, especially even now with our 2 freshmen. So.
Okay, now Susy, you took the program by storm last year, obviously setting a single season scoring average record. And then in the offseason, the team added 2 great young freshmen, Bailey Arnold and Kelsey Benson. How do you think that those last several months have changed the expectations for the team this season and the program going forward?
Well, it's definitely just helped out. Now we have, like Coach said, we put 4 scores in the 70s in North Carolina, 5 scores. And so that's something that was difficult to do last year, and now we can definitely be more competitive in tournaments.
Okay, and what goals are you and the other underclassmen setting, as you move forward to become the face of the program over the next few years?
To obviously be competitive in tournaments, expect success, go out there and play to win, and not be satisfied with average scores.
Okay, and Coach Stephanie, clearly, you mentioned before the team's record-breaking performances in the first 2 tournaments, but I think we're all aware that those performances didn't really translate to the final team standings. Those finishes weren't really where the team certainly wanted to be. How do you, going forward, how do you try to keep the team focused and nudge the team up the scoreboard?
I think it's a great question. Since I've been here, we've celebrated the small successes that we've had. The little things add up to the big, and I think the records that we've seen fall have been building confidence, trusting our preparation along the way. So we're certainly going to, take a lot of confidence from what we've done, but we have to keep pushing. And I think the second, particularly that last day of Western Carolina, we were in the final pairing. We had a chance to win. And as you alluded to, we only have 3 upperclassmen, so to speak, but a lot of underclassmen with a lot of experience. So it's a totally different deal when you're in a college game. You have a position to win. You're playing in that final pairing, and we took a lot away from that. And I think these young ladies have realized the fact that they can go low. And so what we have to do is stay focused that they have the capability to do that, and we have to work on being consistent, putting 2 rounds, 3 rounds together in an event, and I think that will translate into higher finishes. But certainly we don't want to miss out on the fact that they've broken through, and they can do that, and we're going to keep doing that for the rest of the season. So.
Okay, now Susy and Lauren, both of you are the only returning players who got to go back to North Carolina that were at the Great Smokies tournament last year. Lauren, what was it like to go back after last year's team had one of its best performances of the season there? And how do you think the team did in compared to last year?
I think we were really excited to go back. We really like that course. It's one of the shorter courses we play, so it's pretty playable. It's pretty scoreable. So I think we were excited to go back there, especially since we had bad weather last year and we didn't get to play the second round. I think we were excited about it. I think we actually played well last year, but I think we definitely blew our scores out of the water this year.
Okay, now Susy, of course the Great Smokies tournament was your second in less than a week. And it involved a lot of travel. You went from Texas back here, then down to North Carolina, and it seemed like on Sunday in the second round, the things kind of bottomed out a little bit. Your score dropped from 294 as a team to 315. Was there any particular reason for that? I mean, was the weather or fatigue a factor?
No, the weather was great. I think I just mentally bottomed out. Thought I had to go out and shoot like a 65 or something, because especially since the course was playing so short. So I just mentally I was focused, just probably a little hard on myself. So, and then I was a little tired, but it was mainly just mentally, just not.
Do you think it'd be the same way for the rest of the team?
Yeah, I think to add on to that, I think a lot of times, I mean, we went out there, played so well, but I think a lot of us felt like we could have played a lot better even when we broke that first scoring record the first day. And so I think sometimes the tendency is to put a lot more pressure on yourself to go even lower when really par is a really good score. So.
Okay, now Susy, obviously I have to ask you about Texas. What was it like to go back home and win the tournament there at the World Link, finish the way you did, and basically the best tournament anybody's ever had here at Bowling Green? How did that feel? To not only contribute to that, but like Stephanie said, it contributed to Bowling Green setting team records as well.
It was awesome, really, be able to go back and play in front of my family. I think almost half of them were there, and then I have a lot of friends were there. So I mean, it was a lot of fun, but it was really just another tournament that I just had to make myself remember that.
Okay. Had you ever played that course before?
Yes.
Okay.
Multiple times.
Okay. And were you nervous going back playing in front of family and friends?
No, because I'd been playing with them all summer, so it's the same group. So no.
Okay. And I know obviously you guys putting team first, and that's obviously most important. But I mean, Susy, how do you feel about putting such a such a significant mark on the program in just such a short amount of time? I mean, you're only early on in your second season with the team.
Well, I mean, a lot of practice paid off, but it's been a good experience. But all in all, the team has been great support system, coach. So for it to happen, a lot of other factors had to go on behind the scenes. So.
Okay. Now looking ahead, there are 3 more tournaments left in the fall season. Lauren, next up is you guys are going to Muncie for the Ball State Cardinal Collegiate. 4 other MAC teams are going to be there. How important do you think it is to compete well against those 4 schools?
I think it's really important. It kind of sets the tone for the season and the rest of the tournaments this year. And I think it'll be exciting to see how finally, when our scores are coming down, see how those teams kind of react. we're ready to play.
Okay, and Susie, then after the Muncie tournament, you get to go back to the Zippy Invitational, which you won last year as a freshman. How does it feel to get to go back and defend the championship, as you try to help the team secure a high finish?
Well, once again, just another tournament. Obviously, I learned in North Carolina that I can't put any pressure on that I need to shoot a certain score or that I even need to win. I just play my game and hope the team and I do well. So.
All right, and then Coach Young, the final tournament is of course the MAC Preview, which is in Nashport, Ohio, the same location as the MAC Championships next April. How are you preparing the team for that event, and what can you get out of it looking forwards toward the MAC Championships in April?
I think I think it's just important to go day by day. We can't get caught up in the numbers. We have to make sure that we're giving our best every single day, practice, and we'll see MAC teams the rest of the way out of the fall. So I think it's going to be a good measuring stick to see where our scores stack up against them. And at the end of the day, it lines up in April, 54 holes, and so everything that we do in the classroom, outside the classroom, in the weight room, on the golf course, at practice, it all adds up to those 54 holes. So we keep that in the front of our mind and work hard to do the best we can.
Okay, well, Coach Young, Susie, Lauren, I thank you all for your time, and we look forward to seeing you guys compete the rest of the way in the fall, and good luck to all of you.
Thanks,
Thank
Matt.
you.